My client Cal and I have experimented with lots of software over the past years of building and managing 4 school communities, and so I'll share with you, completely unsponsored by the way, all the important technologies we use that integrate and enrich the school community experience, not only for us management, but for our members as well. Now, as important as technology is, if you're anything like me, you might even take it for granted at times and lose sight of its importance when caught up in your day-to-day online business activities. It's therefore important that we remind ourselves why we're even using tech in the first place. My most recent reminder of technology's importance actually came from Skool's co-owner Alex Hormozi. He says, technology allows you to do more of what you currently do. It allows you to do what you can already do even better. Technology lowers the skill requirement to do anything. And so without further ado, let's look at some tech. This will be a shorter segment because while I can recommend all the technologies my client Cal and I use, their utility and relevance to your specific community operations will of course vary. At the same time, my goal here isn't just merely to say get your hands on some live call hosting software. I'm not just going to apply some broad brush here. Instead, I'll share exactly what software we've successfully used over the past few years, so you don't have to waste any time conducting any unnecessary research. That said, I still recommend doing some research on your own to ensure these tools fit your needs and, more importantly, those of your members. I just don't want you to fall into the trap of over-planning, taking more time than is required to get started with your school community. With that in mind, let's explore what my client and I use to upgrade the overall community experience for our members. Let's look at live call software, video hosting software, and team organization software. Let's start off with live call software. Now, we've already discussed how important FaceTime activities are in a school community. However, since Skool does not have a built-in live meeting feature, you'll need an external live call software to create and host your events. The process is simple. You generate a meeting link from your chosen software and simply attach it to an event in your school community's calendar tab. For live calls, my client Cal and I use Zoom, though other school communities opt for Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, or other alternatives. There's no objectively best option here. Each tool serves the same core purpose: organizing and hosting live calls. The choice ultimately boils down to your personal preference and what works best for your community members. A lesser known live call platform we occasionally use is AirMeet, and while it's primarily designed for corporate events and webinars, which isn't our niche, we found that it had one standout feature that Zoom lacks called speed networking. Here's how speed networking works. Attendees join the live session and are automatically paired in groups of 2 for brief introductory conversations. After each session, AirMeet automatically reshuffles attendees into new pairs, and the cycle repeats for as long as you set the session for, allowing your members to talk face-to-face with their fellow members in a structured, automated format. And so for scheduling live call events, we use When to Meet, which is a free website, and this was mentioned previously in this guide as well. And for one-to-one calls, whether for checking in with members or conducting sales calls, we use Calendly, which is either free or paid depending on the plan you use. So you can see When to Meet here and Calendly here. Currently, Skool does not have a native video hosting feature, though if the rumors are to be true, this may change in 2025. In the meantime, to host and embed course videos on Skool, we use Vimeo. However, Skool also supports Loom, YouTube, and Wistia, so you can choose whichever platform works best for you. And this is what Vimeo looks like when we store all of our workshops in it. And lastly, team organization and management software. While members don't see our internal or team organization tools, they are very important for managing and delivering a great community experience. We use software like Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Notion to plan or brainstorm upcoming features, draft posts and other content in advance, organize our future rollouts and thoughts, as well as store and assess relevant data for the school communities that we manage. And so you can see our Notion team assets page here.